Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. Thank you so much for joining us again for another video. Today, we're continuing our journey through The Matrix. We're watching The Matrix Reloaded, a sequel obviously to the first Matrix. Jen has not seen it before. It's been a little bit since I've seen it, but I was about to give my opinion. I'll hold off for now. I'm really curious about your thoughts on the movie, whether or not you enjoyed this one, so let us know down in the comments below. The Matrix is one of our favorite movies. We both rated it a 10 out of 10 when we watched it on Wednesday. So I would love to know your thoughts going into the sequel. If you think it'll hold up, have you seen any clips from it, and just what are your general thoughts?
I'm excited. Obviously, I really liked the first one. I think it's as perfect as you can get as far as the movie goes. So I'm very curious how the story is going to continue for the sequel. It looks like at least our favorite characters are going to be returning just from the title card.
Title card.
I'm curious how it's going to continue. If it's going to be just basically the similar version of the first one, or if it's going to be completely out of left field. I really have no idea, but I'm hoping it's going to be good. There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
It has to have some kind of substance for it to continue on, so hopefully it'll be good, but I'm really excited to see what's going to happen.
I remember one of the things that made me really excited about it the first time is at the end of The Matrix is when he finally has all of his power. He's stopping bullets. Going into this one, knowing he already has he's already the one. So that was something I was really excited about the first time I saw it. Do you feel similar?
I want to see Neo and Trinity get it on.
Wow. Okay.
There was so much sexual tension between them. I mean, you could feel it.
You could what,
no
sweetie?
pun intended. No pun intended. Freaks. So I'm really curious to see how their relationship kind of moves forward, and I want to see some juiciness. The first one had really good.
Really good what, sweetie?
Juicy moments. So, I'm really curious. I'm hoping it's going to be good. It would obviously suck if
what, sweetie?
It would really be unfortunate if the first one was as good as it is, setting that bar really high, and then the second one was not good. But we'll see. It could be really good. I would love if it was a 10 out of 10 as well. That would be awesome. But I haven't heard any reception about this one either, so that makes me a little nervous.
I like how I'm I can't wait to see his powers, and that really sad me. He's I just want to see them screw. And of course, we can't forget the comment of the day. This comes from our Matrix live stream we did, so I hope you enjoyed watching the live stream along with us. This is from Stay Frentalesque. You are 100% right. Human bodies, although amazing at turning food into energy, it's a net loss. The machines would have put more energy into the humans than they could extract, especially from heat or whatever. Yeah, the whole idea of humans being batteries, I get what they were saying. They're 120 volts or whatever, or they generate however many BTUs. But yeah, I don't know if that would actually be really viable. I saw a comment earlier too about how somebody thought it was funny that the Oracle gave Neo a cookie. It's like a computer program giving the chosen one a cookie, because cookies. But anyway, thank you so much for the comment of the day. If you want your comment featured in the comment of the day, leave one down below. We'd love to know your thoughts, especially going into this one. And before we get into today's video, we can't forget today's wonderful sponsor. Special thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. This is Skillshare. Here we can learn anything from cooking to business, film production, art, music, anything we need. But what is it? Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone looking to explore their creativity and learn a new skill. Is there a new skill you're wanting to learn? Well, I've always wanted to do stop motion. YouTube. Cooking. Martial arts. Oh, I know Kung Fu. Are you ready to allow Skillshare to make your 2022 a year of growth and connection through creativity? Classes like Fundamentals of DSLR Photography by Justin Bridges will help you learn about your camera and how to take breathtaking photos. Skillshare is ad-free, which means you'll never have to worry about interruptions while you're learning your new skills. Premium class is available every single week, so there's always something new to explore. There are even entire catalogs available in Spanish, French, Portuguese, and German. Excelente! This is your last chance. After this, there's no going back. You take the blue pill, you continue having mediocre skills, and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. Sorry, child safety locks. I can never get these things. I'll save number 2 for myself for later. Or you take the red pill and click the link in the description below. The first 1,000 people to do so will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare Premium for free. And you can stay in Wonderland, and I'll show you just how far your creative potential goes. Remember, all I'm offering is for you to unlock your creative potential. Nothing more. Wow, what a great sponsorship. You should definitely go check them out. Remember, supporting the sponsor helps supports the channel. We appreciate it a lot. A lot of really good stuff over at Skillshare too. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. The Matrix Reloaded.
Oh, sexual situations.
Oh yeah, your favorite.
That means they're gonna get it on.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. Mutation. Oh, wrong movie.
Jumping right into it. Oh, nice.
I don't know if that motorcycle would have caused that explosion.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oof. That punch in there on the camera.
That suit would absolutely not be that flexible.
I know, it'd be squeaking like crazy. But he jumps out too. Unlimited ammo, I guess.
Oh! It was all a dream.
Who's to say? Would you want to stay in the Matrix if you knew the truth?
I want to be able to taste steak.
Open some serious intellect.
Oh, he was in Romeo and Juliet.
A plague on both your houses.
Oh, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Mm-hmm.
It's very underworld.
Yeah.
Can't be. Why not? A sentinel for every man, woman, and child in Zion.
I like how they basically have Superman with them.
What do you think?
Spider sense.
I'm looking for Neo.
Never heard of him. Fine, whatever. Now zipped off.
Who was that?
He said you set him free.
Asians are coming. Go.
Neo looks so cool.
Wait, are they the same person?
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
That one is expected.
There he
Yeah.
is.
Can't do this without Hugo Weaving.
I love it.
Where is he now?
He's doing this Superman thing.
I mean, this is what I would do too.
He's just like flying around. Is this like the city they were talking about?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
She used to be with Morpheus. Now she's with Locke.
Oh.
It's fate.
This kid's gonna die, isn't he?
I told you, kid, we found.
Oh, I know this guy too.
You were given a direct order to return to Zion.
I did.
I don't care about oracles or prophecies or messiahs. I care about one thing.
They don't really get caught up in the fact that like Neo's the one, or they don't identify him as anything.
I think it's a little too supernatural for them.
Everyone believes what you believe.
Yeah. I mean, Morpheus really is.
Oh, so like
a-
the Oracle is like Miss Cleo to them.
I guess. I mean, Morpheus definitely operates in a system of belief. I feel like it's weird because Neo is clearly showing abilities no one else can do inside the Matrix.
Oh, so it's like literally a trash city.
I'm going to recommend to the council that you be removed from duty
That is your prerogative.
for the rest of your life.
Then I am.
Oh no, he didn't. What? John Voight?
Oh, I totally didn't even.
That's not John Voight.
I thought it was too for a second. I was like, I didn't remember him being in this movie.
He looks exactly like him.
Fresh off of Anaconda.
I believe very soon the prophecy will be fulfilled, and this war will end.
These two got things to do.
Each other.
Oh, they don't even wait in the elevator.
I mean, I'd say get a room, but do they have a room?
I'm sure they can find something in Zion.
I mean, it creeps me out a little bit because they look like brother and sister.
They just have the same hair color.
What a buzzkill.
Yeah, all these poor, hopeless people ruining the mood.
Son Jacob about the noses.
Oh.
This would be too much pressure.
She's like, I'm out. She just doesn't want to deal with that.
If these are other people that subscribe to the belief.
My puss. Okay. Good to have you home, Link.
Thank you, Zelda.
Be careful with her, huh?
Tonight, let us honor these men and women.
I can't unsee it now.
I give you Morpheus.
Yeah, Morpheus.
That army is drawing nearer to our home.
Oh, shoot.
Are the machines aware of the human city, or
Yeah.
do they just stay away?
Yeah, they're aware of it. They just don't know where it is or how to. I don't think they know where it is, and I know they don't know how to get in. Remember in the last movie, he's like, "What are the codes to Zion's mainframe?"
We are still here, and we are not afraid.
All right, party time. Oh, Blue Man Group, nice.
I remember you used to dance.
I remember you were in The Nutty Professor.
Follow me.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna get it on.
Look how they have techno music in $21.99. Link and Zelda are about to get it on too, looks like.
This is like a giant orgy. Holy crap.
There you go. Doing it in a pizza oven. It looks like a giant pizza oven.
I didn't realize that there was this many people in the city.
I didn't think there were that many too in the first Matrix. It's quite a bit.
About time. Probably have some pent up.
Well, they probably have done it prior, you know.
You think while they're on the ship?
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, geez, they're doing it too. And they've got like all the sockets and stuff they can play around with.
I mean, I guess. So is this what they do every night? They just have this orgy?
I guess. Why is he wet? There's no water there. Aren't y'all about to be like massacred by robots? Ew.
Good for them. I mean, if anybody deserves it, it's Neo.
I'm the one.
Wow.
Just to say that bullet wasn't the only thing that penetrated her.
Stop holding Thomas Hardman.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
Oh, so is he.
What if there were multiple levels of the Matrix? Like in Inception? Like this is just the second level of the Matrix. And in reality,
I can't.
all the humans.
I can't.
I hope STDs were wiped out in $21.99. Because if the robots don't kill them off, that will.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Yeah, you cannot go.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That would be like the worst thing ever if a Smith was able to
Take over the body of one of these people. And what would it be like if they came through?
Care for some company?
Sure, John Voight.
looks just like
I
him.
loved you at National Treasure. You need heat. Lemon juice.
Feels like everyone is sleeping very peacefully.
After the night they had, I'm sure they are.
I'm shocked that they would even venture into using machines again, because isn't this how this started in the beginning? Like machines, we
Well-
were dependent on machines and they took control.
I guess, but I think there's a difference between trying to create artificial intelligence versus like an air conditioner. Well, like you said, nobody cares how it works so long as it works.
Council.
Or they just don't think about it.
Those eyebrows
I
though.
know. I wonder what it is that makes Neo special. Like, I wonder if you could teach how he like manipulates the Matrix, or if it's just inherently unique to him.
Well, he may not even know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This would take so much out of you not being able to see like sunlight or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
What is it called up like in Seattle? SAD condition? Some sort of sunlight deficiency makes people more depressed.
But even then, you would still be exposed to that like atmosphere environment. Here, you wouldn't have any
Yeah, just fully underground.
reference for like time of day.
That's why it'd probably be nice to go into the Matrix.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Of course his name would be Bane. How could it not?
I am Neo's reckoning. You think the Matrix is your ally? I was born in it, molded by it.
We don't have time.
I'm sorry, sir. I just had to give something to Neo. A gift from one of the orphans.
You don't have to put it like that.
Said you'd understand.
There is no spoon.
Or am I still in charge of our defense system?
Kind of needs to chill.
I know, super intense. Go for it, Neo.
He technically already did. Succeeded very well.
Jennifer Silver.
Hello.
Oh, that
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
doesn't look right.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Apologize for what? This.
Wait, what? Oh, is this some kind of like training thing, or is this how they say hello? I like Neo's little dress.
It's not a dress.
Kind of looks like one.
Like a trench coat thingy. The fighting kind of reminds me of Ip Man. Wing Chun.
And their sunglasses stayed on the entire time.
He had that key just sitting in his sleeve. Lackadaisically like that.
Where the hell they go?
These are back doors, aren't they?
I protect that which matters most.
It's like what, Norton antivirus?
Well, come on. I ain't gonna bite you.
I
I know you're not sleeping. We'll get to that. Why don't you come and have a sit?
This conversation would be so frustrating.
I felt like sitting.
I know. So,
I'd say you're a program from the machine world.
so far so good.
Another kind of control. How can I trust you?
Bingo. Candy,
You already know if I'm going to take it?
you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it.
I like how she's a little condescending every time he talks to her.
I wonder if there was any symbolism to the candy being red.
Red.
Are there other programs like you?
Oh, not like me.
I see Trinity. She starts to fall.
Do you see her die?
No.
You have the sight now, Neil.
What happens if I fail?
Then Zion will fall.
Why would there even be a program for her?
You've made a believer out of me.
Oh.
Oh,
Cool
nice.
Mr. Anderson. Surprised to see me? I watched you die with a certain satisfaction, I might add. Then something happened. You destroyed me, Mr. Anderson. I was compelled to stay, compelled to disobey. A new man, so to speak, like you, apparently free.
Oof.
Purpose.
Uh-oh.
No, no.
Oh my god, oh my god. Not today.
Yeah. That was a close one. Oh, jeez. Nice.
Oh, wow.
You. Yes, me.
So he's like a rogue agent,
Yeah. Jeez.
but he still has the same objective as the other agents
I think he just
of
wanted-
getting Neo.
I don't know. I think it maybe it's more personal. But he's like felt compelled to stay.
Some of that's rough.
Yeah. I feel like it's not bad for 2003 though. Jeez.
You just don't stop.
That's too much.
I think they did a great job of the multiple Smith.
Some of them are just guys that look like Hugo Weaving.
See, that looks really good.
Yeah. Well, those are all Hugo. Pretty sure those were all real. He just did the same thing over and over again in different spots.
It could take a single ship days to find a Nebuchadnezzar.
Then send two.
This is insane.
I think we should volunteer. What? You have gone crazy.
Shut your hole, Bane.
This gives you power over me.
Here he is at last. Neo, the one himself. The Keymaker himself is very nature is a means, it is not an end. And so, looking for a means to do what? There is only one constant, causality.
Everything begins with choice.
No, wrong. Beneath our poised appearance, the truth is we...
Oh. Okay.
That was some good cake.
I drink too much wine. I must take a piece.
Everyone's got sunglasses inside.
I know.
I wish Neil was like, what did that cake do exactly?
If you want the Keymaker, follow me. You have to give me something.
What?
A kiss.
Excuse me.
Everyone wants on Neo's jock.
Just a sample.
Why did you say
Trinity.
Appropriate.
terrible?
Wait.
Oh, poor Trinity.
And she has to watch.
I like how that waterfall in the background is really just a fancy urinal.
How awkward.
It's not meant to last.
Jesus.
Come with me.
You know, this Matrix is much more sexually charged than the first one.
Absolutely.
I mean, they had a cake give that woman an orgasm. Just like, kiss me in front of your lover.
Is this the same director?
Mm-hmm.
It's all right, boys. They're with me.
Yes, mistress.
We come from a much older version of the Matrix. How many people keep silver bullets in their gun?
I want a bookshelf secret door.
Oh, it's like an actual keymaker.
Name's Neo.
That's Grandpa Gohan from Dragon Ball Evolution.
They just keep him in that little like cabinet making keys.
There's no lipstick?
She wasn't kissing your face, my love.
Oh, okay.
I cannot go back.
Oh,
Grandpa Gohan. Oh, yeah.
that's a no-go.
Oof. I like how I used the force to like bring it to him.
Right, woman, you will be the end of me.
Oh no.
Away from the door. Just like new. Drop your weapon.
These guys have some abilities.
Yeah. Trinity and Morpheus don't seem all that surprised by them either.
I feel like they don't seem surprised by a lot of stuff though.
Ugh. Yeah, took the long way. Oh, Grandpa Gohan.
They're approaching the...
I love when they do this.
I feel like he would have shot out a tire or killed somebody in the car by now.
It's not a very good shot. Sometimes it seems like they're not even fighting, they're doing like choreographed dancing. Like
Yeah.
their movements.
Yeah, great. And we got an agent.
Wow.
Jeez. There you go.
We are getting aggravated. Yes, we are.
Or like they have accents.
Finally.
Get him out of here.
That's convenient.
Oh no. Sweet old
What if
man.
they straight up like missed? Ooh, nice. There you go.
Wowza.
Nice. Oof.
God bless some of these people that did these stunts.
Wouldn't mind seeing a breakdown of these scenes. Because it looks like there's like a lot of near misses and stuff, so I wonder what's real there, what's not. Okay, Morpheus. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Morpheus, I don't know. I feel like he can't take on an agent. Ah.
Gotcha.
Jeez. He's hauling. Love the ripples in the truck.
Yeah. Whew. Can they reproduce?
Yeah.
There are no accidents. I do not see coincidence. I see providence. I see purpose.
I want to ask you to do something, but I don't know how.
Stop it.
Please.
Oh, gee, that's just bad luck.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
The emergency system is already rerouting power.
In 5 minutes, I'll tear that whole goddamn building down.
How much further?
Here, just here. Sorry, this is a dead end.
Oh no.
Surprised to see me again, Mr. Anderson.
I really like Hugo Weaving.
Best thing about being me, there's so many me's.
You look so scared.
Hold it right there, little lady.
I got paid a bunch of money to say, hold it right there, little lady.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
They're in.
Oh no!
He went through so much crap too.
Oh, I liked him.
Grandpa Gohan.
No.
You'll know which door.
Hello, Neo. I am the architect. Your life is the sum of a remainder of an unbalanced equation. While it remains a burden assiduously avoided, it is not unexpected and thus not beyond a measure of control.
You haven't answered the question.
That was quicker than the others.
Others? How many?
The Matrix is older than you know.
I prefer counting from the emergence of one integral anomaly to the emergence of the next, in which case this is the sixth version.
The problem is choice.
Oof.
The first Matrix I designed was quite naturally perfect. I have since come to understand that the answer eluded me because it required a lesser mind. If I am the father of the Matrix, she would undoubtedly be its mother.
The Oracle.
99% of all test subjects accepted the program as long as they were given a choice. You are here because Zion is about to be destroyed. This will be the 6th time we have destroyed it. You will be required to select from the Matrix 23 individuals to rebuild Zion. Failure to comply with this process will result in the extinction of the entire human race. She entered the Matrix to save your life at the cost of her own. No. She is going to die, and there is nothing you can do to stop it.
If I were you, I would hope that we don't meet again.
Oh no.
Gosh.
Be like, Trinity,
I know. I told you 5 times. And then this is where I find you with your unlimited bullets. Look at jeez. I would love to see something like that in a Superman movie. Look at the cars swirling around him. Oof. Jeez.
He caught it.
Trinity, I told you. Did they get her to a phone real quick, maybe? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if they get her out, oh, well, never mind. But if they got her out, then she wouldn't have any injuries.
Not in the real world, I wouldn't think. I know the whole brain makes it real thing, but as long as she doesn't die in the Matrix, she should be okay.
Is he gonna do his little kiss thing? Oh no, he's doing something else.
You should still be critically injured.
It's a weird placement.
Possibly still bleeding out.
If we don't do something in 24 hours, Zion will be destroyed.
That's impossible. The prophecy tells us.
It was a lie, Morpheus. The one was never meant to end anything.
I don't believe that.
I mean, now everyone's really gonna think he's crazy.
Smart of them, though. Stay out of that EMP range. Did they get Link out?
I have dreamed a dream, but now that dream is gone from me.
Here they come.
Oh, good.
Come on.
Something's different. I can feel them.
I wonder what they would do if they actually got their hands on him. Like, would they rip him apart? Would they...
Probably. Rip off their limbs and head and everything. They use this power in the real world. Furthers my argument that this is just a second level of another Matrix, because this isn't the real world.
He's in some kind of coma.
I'm sorry, who are you?
No, I'm gonna stay with him.
An EMP was triggered before we can get in position.
5 ships were instantly down.
Once the machines were done with it, I made a quick pass to look for survivors.
You found one.
Just finished The Matrix Reloaded. I needed a refresher on this. There was a lot I forgot. Before I get into any of my thoughts on it, I'd love to know what you thought.
This one, for me, was a lot different than the first one. I think overall, I liked the first one better. This one was definitely more complex. They really delve into the details. It also obviously had a lot of sexual overtones to it. I was not expecting that much focus on that. I mean, I was expecting Neo and Trinity to kind of get it on, but the scene with the cake, I mean, I just never would have imagined that. But I thought it was interesting that we really didn't have that aspect in the first one, and it was so heavy. I'm curious why they did that. Why there was no trace of it in the first one, and then the second one they just piled it on. But nonetheless, I thought that it was a pretty good sequel. I think that a lot of the scenes were much more elaborate, a lot more CG, a lot more special effects. And there was a lot of scenes that I really did like in this movie, like when they were on the highway. The only thing I'll say is I think it went on a little longer than I would have liked. I kind of feel like with those types of scenes, by overdoing it, they kind of ruin it in a way for me. But nonetheless, I thought that it was a really interesting scene, and they had there was a lot of scenes throughout this movie that were just really interesting to watch. The CG, I feel like that's kind of the trademark of the Matrix movies, at least so far. Very, very unique. So obviously they kind of were focusing on that quite a bit with this one. I don't blame them at all. There was also a lot more characters in this one. Not only just the crew was more elaborate than the first one, but we also got to see the city of Zion, which I did not expect there to be that many humans in the city of Zion. When they first mentioned it, I thought it was gonna be small, but it was huge. I mean, that scene where they're having the rave or the orgy, there was a lot of people there. So I was like, all right. We had Jada Pinkett Smith in here. I think I saw Lee Winnell, which is I believe he's the director or producer of the Saw movies. I think he was in this movie as well. And then John Voight lookalike. There was just a lot of different characters. And there's apparently this guy, I'm assuming that he is a main character in the third one. But the guy at the end that was laying on the table, we did see a little bit of him in the beginning, but I honestly thought that he was gonna pop up at some point throughout the movie, and he really didn't. He made an appearance for a short time, and then the next time we saw him was at the end. So I was a little surprised at that. I thought that that was gonna be a little more of a storyline, and it wasn't. So I'm assuming they're saving it for the third one, which will be interesting. He seems to be another Cypher type character where he's kind of a rogue human. I don't know if he's necessarily working for the machines or what the deal is, but definitely curious about that storyline going forward. Otherwise, I thought that it was a pretty good movie. It did get a little bit, like I said, complex and confusing at the end when he met with the source. It was a lot of information. I gathered that there were 6 versions of the Matrix, and that they kept trying to get the perfect version, and they never did, and each time they destroyed the human race. So the ending felt a little rushed. I know it's to be continued, but I didn't expect it to end that way. It was kind of we got all this information, and then this guy pops up, and that's the end. A little off-putting as far as the end. But I will say that they are setting it up. I think the third one's gonna be pretty juicy as far as the conclusion before, what's the fourth one called?
Resurrections.
Yeah, before the Resurrections movie. So I'm very, very curious about that. With Trinity, I know she's a main character, but I will say that I'm a little hesitant when movies kind of tease and use that moment of we're gonna kill this character off, and then they pull it back and they don't. I don't know how I feel about that. I really like Trinity, but I don't like kind of dangling her death in front of our faces and then just saving her and everything's fine again. I'm a little iffy on that. As usual, Keanu, like, he is meant for the part of Neo. Like, I cannot say it enough. And Lawrence Fishburne, I really like him as well. Acting was on point. I really like the twins. I don't remember like if they have a name or
I don't
they're
remember.
just the twins, but I really, really like those. Those were probably like my favorite new characters. And every single time I see Agent Smith, I just love his character more and more. I know he's like the villain, but I love him. Like, he's just so calm and collected, but at the same time, he's like out of control and a badass. So I really, really like him. Pretty good sequel, still like the first one better. I think for me, the first one was a little more simple and a little more authentic to me. I felt like with this one, they were overdoing the story a little too much to try and like get more bang for your buck. No pun intended. But I liked the first one a little more than this one. But this may be like the filler for the third one, and the third one may be great, but I am glad that I saw it, but my heart is with the first one.
I'm glad I was able to refresh my memory on this one. There was a lot I didn't remember. I think you kind of touched on this too. I think my biggest issue with this movie is that they tried to outsmart the first one. You know, when the first one was already great and the structure of our world, I don't mind adding more to it in sequels and whatever, but I feel like they overdid it a little bit because we're dealing with Agent Smith now being unhinged and unplugged, as he said. We're dealing with these other humanoid-like people that are actually, oh, shoot, there's a post-credits. Oh, it's a preview for the next one. We won't watch that. Dealing with these other humanoid people that are like other programs. We find out the Oracle's a program. We find somebody, the key maker. We find the architect who created the Matrix, and you know they've done the Matrix several times. Not only that, but they've had Zion, and they have killed and destroyed Zion in the past 6 times, which means that Morpheus said in the last movie that they're in the year 21, closer to 2199. But if they've gone through this cycle of having a city of Zion, killing them, there's only 13 and 14 females and males to repopulate it because the humans always need like hope, you know, to keep them going, but at some point it gets too big and they have to start again. So that's what, like 6 generations would probably be further in the future than 2199. It's cool seeing, like, is Neo like an actual program too, or is he somehow a combination of human and program, which is why he's had that conversation with him multiple times. I feel like it was just unnecessary. They made it unnecessarily convoluted to a story that already was pretty solid. I would have much rather preferred seeing the way they were kind of going with it at first, where Agent Smith is unplugged and he's kind of more of an antagonist. He was still in this, but it was more of just kind of like this inconvenience for them along the way while dealing with the actual threat of the programs and the twins and whatnot. I will say I really enjoy the fighting sequences. I thought that they were all great. I love the fights with the multiple Agent Smiths, both in the hallway and after he talks to the Oracle. I think that it's not as good as the first one. I really think the first one is just special. I think it's just a special film. Nothing against this one. I think maybe, I don't know if you said that there were a lot of characters. I think that there were just too many other people and things I just didn't really care about. But I thought it was decent. I think it's okay. Not as good as the first. What would you rate this one?
What made the first one unique for me is that it was a complex story that was easy to understand. With this one, I feel like it's a complex story that they are trying to make more complicated, which I don't like. I feel like the ingredients that they had for the first one were simple and very authentic, and that came through. With this one, it was obvious to me that they were thinking bigger was better. That just did not ring true for me, but I did not mind the amount of characters because I feel like they made it in a way where they were all small. They all had their purpose, you know? The keymaker was there for a specific reason. They had, I don't even know what her name is, but the wife of the French dude.
Oh yeah.
You know, her purpose was to deliver the keymaker to them. So I didn't mind that part. It was more just all the active storylines for me that was bothersome. I think focusing on Agent Smith kind of being rogue was really interesting for me. And I can understand them wanting to get to the source. But as far as like mixing those two and everything else that was going on, as far as like the Oracle background and everything the source was telling them, I think was just a little too much. So with that in mind, I think I'm gonna go with a 7.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. I'm about a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad movie. I think it's still a really entertaining film, but I didn't like how they tried to go just more complicated than the first one, which again, I don't mind adding a couple things to make it more interesting or whatever, but I feel like they were just making it more convoluted just for the sake of attempting to be profound. So 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, let me add one more thing. I'm also keeping in mind that, you know, the bar is so high from the first one. I honestly think that it would have been near impossible for them to make a movie that surpassed the first one, just because it was so original, and trying to branch off of that, I think is kind of a hard feat. So I don't think a 7 is bad at all for a sequel, especially in the Matrix realm. Like, I think that that's pretty good. They did a pretty good job for having a sequel and the type of storyline that they have. So I obviously think that it's necessary to watch for the overall story. So I'm glad that I saw it.
And I remember almost nothing of the next one, of Revolutions. I think I've seen it.
Oh, does that say something?
I think I've seen it maybe once. I think I've seen it once. I may have seen it twice along the way, but I was pretty much gonna feel like I'm watching it for the first time again. I'm anticipating I'm gonna be watching it and be like, oh yeah, that's right. Because I think I've seen it the least of all 3 of them. But I am looking forward to seeing it again, and I hope you'll enjoy watching it with us when we do. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It does help the channel out a lot. Comment down below. We'd love to know your thoughts on The Matrix Reloaded and some of our opinions on it, and if there's anything we missed and forgot to mention, to let us know down below. Subscribe so you'll be notified when we do The Matrix Revolutions, and we're going to do The Matrix Resurrections later. Neither of us have seen that one, and I'm looking forward to watching it. Also, consider joining my Patreon. You'll get early access to select videos. You'll get full-length watch-alongs. If you want to watch the entire Matrix Reloaded with us, you can do that over there. You'll just need your own copy of the movie to do so. As always, Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone.